I know you want to make more money and you want to make a lot of money quickly. There's a difference between making money quickly and blindly chasing trends where you think you're going to get rich quick, but you actually just end up fucking losing everything. So let's talk about realistically, how long will it take you to double your money investing in the stock market? And who am I to talk about this? I went from $40,000 in debt to millionaire at 30 by learning how money works, and now I teach you guys how it's done. If the average return of the total stock market over the last 100 years is 10% a year, some years it's higher, some years it's lower, but it averages out at 10%. Using the rule of 72, that means your money would double every 7 years. But Nicole, I want my money to double in 2 years. Nicole, I saw somebody talking about compound trading and they said that I can double my money every day. That's a bullshit lie. But Nicole, you went from $40,000 in debt to millionaire status in 10 years. Yeah, I increased my income, I front-loaded my investments, and I used real estate. Real estate can be more effective in growing your net worth quickly because of the use of leverage, meaning you can use a small amount of money to buy a more expensive asset. And then you have more control over the value of that asset. You can actually force appreciation. When I was younger, I had a mentor and his brother wanted to be rich very quickly. So what did he do? He bought a triplex. He bought an ugly triplex. He lived in one unit. He rented out the others. The rents covered all of his living expenses plus some. So he continued to invest with that additional money. And then he fixed up all of the units one by one. He made the building worth more money. And then he sold it for a profit. He made $1 million profit. He moved his family to Bali. Amazing. But the reason why he was able to make a higher return than the average of 10% a year was because he used leverage and because he actively made it go up in value. So if you want more money more quickly, there needs to be a more active component to it. Maybe that's you actively working on a side hustle. Maybe that's you actively working in real estate, putting your time and your energy into fixing up a property and flipping it. But if you don't want to have more of the active component, that's okay. You can just stick with the stock market where the stock market does all of the heavy lifting. But the way that it works is you either give it more activity, more money, or more time. That's how you actually build wealth. Okay, guys, I need you to stop listening to the bullshit on this app or else you're gonna fucking lose money and not make it.